Hello and welcome to the Parkinson Foundation PD Health at Home Fitness Fridays. My name is Stacey Macaluso and I'm here to take you through a great Parkinson's wellness recovery workout, Power Moves. This is my third week with you guys and we're going to explore another way to do Parkinson's wellness recovery. We already started with doing the seated version, standing version, and we were lying down on our backs. So this week we're going to revisit all of those, and we're also going to go down onto our bellies or be face down in front of a chair, or you could be behind the chair like this, or down on the floor on your tummy. All right? So, and I will help you get down there, I promise you, and I'll help you get up. Don't worry. So if you would like to download a free copy of the newly released Parkinson's Foundation exercise recommendations, please visit www.parkinson.org/exercise. That is PARKINSON.org/exercise. Now let's go. All right, this is our third week together. If you guys have been here with me every week, awesome. If you haven't, I'm so glad that you're here today. And I hope that you'll be here with me next week, because next week we're going to meet live, and that's going to be even more exciting. I'm going to get to really see how you move and how you operate through what we've learned, what you've continued to implement and try to practice. And even if you haven't, it's never too late to start. You're never, ever, ever too late to start over again, all right? Or even go back to something that you were doing before and, if you got away from it. Always feel confident to go back. Power Moves is a therapeutic fitness exercise program that was developed by physical therapists. And what's great about it is a lot of these exercises are done to increase your range of motion, your strength, your coordination, and just your basic overall movement quality. And I really believe in these fitness exercises, in these 4 exercises done in all different places. I see clients have great results with them, especially when they're finding themselves being off or having a balance setback. Getting back to practicing these exercises as a foundation of movement is one of the greatest things that you can incorporate into your fitness regime. Meaning it's not a replacement for working with your personal trainer or going to your rock steady boxing, but it's in addition to, just like your physical therapist is in addition to. So remember to do all of these things as a way to just improve your overall quality of movement, which will improve your overall quality of life. All right? So with that said, let's get started. So we're going to start again seated in the chair, because I really just want to warm you up. And we're going to go through really quick, remembering what we did the past couple of weeks. So if you weren't here, you're going to pick it up real fast. All right? So let's come into our chair, seated. And I want you to think about your posture nice and tall. Remember, we got this part of our chest that we like to rub so that we can remind ourselves, lift the heart and pull the shoulders back. And again, let the ponytail hang off the back of the head. Don't let it lay on the back of the head. Right? That reminds us that our chin is lifted, our throat is open and long, and swallowing and talking can be robust and full and complete. Okay? So let's start with just warming up. So let's roll our bodies forward and back. And let's tap our hands, get the wrists warmed up so we can kind of multitask. We got a lot to cover today, you guys, a lot to cover. And come on back. Let's stretch those arms out, open the fingers, and just pull them back right and left. And as we're doing that, let's rotate. Turn the palm up as you go outward. We're going to try to do 3 things at one time. So we've got that twist, that extension in the arm, the pull back, and the rotation of the hand. And now why not? Let's sing the ABCs. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now we've sung our ABCs. Won't you continue to play with me? Awesome, there we go. All right, shake the hands out for me. And let's interlace the fingers and squeeze the palms together. And let's just do some wrist rolls, maybe making some figure 8s. And stretch the palms to me, pulling the fingertips back and bring it to the heart. Let's lift up nice and high for a stretch and come on down. And then let's go to the floor, releasing the lower back and slowly come up. We'll work on a couple of twists and rotations as we take our right hand over to our left knee and drop the left shoulder and look behind you. And let's switch as we take the left hand to the right knee, look back over the right shoulder and drop the shoulder down. And come back to the center. Now let's just stretch the side body. So reaching down to the side to touch the floor. And as you do that, lift this shoulder and elbow up. And it just gives you a little bigger of a stretch in the side body. Now keep doing that. And if you can reach your arm overhead and try to touch the floor, then wonderful, go for that. Feel whole opening side of the body. And one more. And come on up. Good. So rock side to side. We're just still warming up, everyone. So take your time. Depending on what you've done today, you may have already done something today. You may have just, rolled out of bed, depending on where you live in the country. So come to the front part of your seat. Let's step that foot out, flex the toe up to the ceiling, and come back. Step that other one out, toe to the ceiling, and back. Now let's go to the side. Inner thigh stretch, lengthening. And other side. And back. Now again, to the front. And to the front. Good. And there we go, to the side. Stretch that inner thigh, and to the side, and again, front, and front, one more, side, excellent, and side, good. Now a little exercise I love here to strengthen the ankles, and it really gets all the way up into the inner thighs. Squeeze your knees, your toes, your ankles together. And just lift your heels and let's count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now open, close, open, close, open, close. 2 more. 1 more. Now let's do it again. I want you to say 5 things that start with the letter A. Here we go. Artichoke, airport, ambulance, alligator, apple, and drop it down, and just left side. And we're going to do 1 more, and you're going to say 5 words that start with the letter B. 2, ready, 3, 4, 1 more, 5, and here we go. Squeeze those knees, ankles, everything together, lift the toes up, 5 words with the letter B. Banana, baboon, balloon, ooh, so silly, beer, battered, and bring it down, like battered fried chicken, yum! All right, so we are gonna start with those power up, power rock, power twist, power step, just to warm up, and then we're going down to the floor right away. We're gonna do 2 sets. We're going to do 1 face down standing so that people have that option, and then we'll do all the way down to the floor on our bellies, all right? So feet together, knees together, let's do our power up and lift. So you know what, actually, if you want to stand, stand up. If you want to sit, sit, okay? So if you want to stand, you'd be here. You're doing your power up just like this. Power up, let's do 10. Seated or standing, doesn't matter. It's all the same. We're just warming up, getting our bodies lifted. Everybody's got to start somewhere. 1 more. And lift. All right, rock on the chair, side to side, like we did before, or you're going to rock on your feet. I'm going to give you a little reminder here. Now we're going to bend. So you're going to bend, squat, lean forward, and lift. Let's add the arm. And add the arm. Good, so moving right along here, right? We want to get into that floor work. So I'm just giving you some quick intro intro, if you haven't been here in the past couple weeks, see how easy it is to catch on? One more, and lift, and bring your feet down. So you have your hips, your feet a little bit wider than your hips. You got that A-frame. Open here. Now keep the head forward. Take the right hand over to the left. Lift up your right heel. Come back down. Do the same thing. Lift up your left heel. Come over to the right and down. Now turn and look if you can. If that's too much for you, that's okay. Right? Make sure that you're hydrated. So important. If you have a tendency to get dizzy, you may not be drinking enough. You may not be able to drink enough. So use some of those electrolyte drinks. And that will give you a little bit more. And one more, and come on down. Bring your feet together. I know a lot of people don't like them, neither do I. But sometimes it's important to make sure that you're not getting dizzy and lightheaded and that you are staying hydrated. It's so important for so many reasons. Okay, power step. Now, if you want to do this from a standing position, but you're afraid and you need some more balance, you can always use this chair. Power step. Take it again. Power step. And never have your equipment near you so that you're going to step on it like I just did, right? What did I say? Safety? Safety first. Safety and fun. Only two things we have to worry about here. And then we're doing the right thing. One more time. And come back. And lift. Good. So let's just warm up the legs a little bit more. So if you're standing or seated, I want you to lift the heels and lower. Roll to the front of your toes and try to elevate your heels as much as possible. This can become difficult and hard to do for some people. So we're going to make it a little easier. Let's take the left heel lift. Drop it down. Switch. Now try to come all the way up so that all that you feel on the floor is the ball of your foot. Really force the arch in your foot right where the toes break into your foot. Now let's do it together. So lift up the left heel and then switch and switch. And this is a wonderful way to break your freezing or heavy feet into the ground if you do have that issue. 2 more times. And last one. And come back to standing. Good. Switch your weight over to your right foot. Just roll the ankle out a little bit. You can always keep your toe on the floor and roll it like this. Good. Switch, other side. Either toe on the floor or balancing on one foot, holding on or not. That's all your choice. Good. And shake it out. All right, let's go to we're going to either go to the back of the chair. You can also go to the wall. Okay, you can be here at the wall. Back of the chair is the second lowest spot. The seat would be the third lowest spot. And I want you to try one of those spots, okay? So from here, the knees are soft and bent. And when you come up to the power up, the legs straighten, the glutes tighten, the arms go directly out to the side. So did you see as I opened here, you couldn't see my back arm, right? I was completely in between 2 panes of glass. Legs are tight, glutes are tight. So ready? Let's do 10 of those. So we're right here. So this is bend the knees, power up. So if you're seated or you're at the wall, or the back of the chair, it's the same movement. Power up, keep going. Right, so we're here, power up, power up, power up, power up. Say it with me, power up. Think about where your eyes have to go. 2 more, and up, 1 more, power, and up. Excellent. So you can stand behind your chair. Start to rock your feet. You can stand in front of your chair. Right here, rock your feet. What you're going to do here is you're going to reach out and forward, as if someone's throwing you a lifeline and you're catching it, because that's what one would do, right? Shift weight, shift weight. Now make sure that arm is nice and straight when you do that, because you're depending on it. Reach and come back down. Let your weight transfer back. Keep the knees nice and soft. We're going to take that left arm out to the side. So if you're still seated, maybe your hands are in front of you like this. You're going to take the other arm out to the side. As it goes under the arm, you're going to swing and reach up to the sky and twist and rotate your body. So this is your power twist, all right? So you're going to go under and lift. And again, the knees are bent and soft. They never tighten. They never going to be stiff. Your arm never goes behind you here, right? It's always in front of you where you can see it. One more. Lift, come back, center. Take your weight forward and let's switch to the other side. So as we under and lift, we have this big rotation in the torso. Now it doesn't have to be as big as, you know, the next person or mine. You have to find what feels right for you in your body and then work from that space to increase. One more. And lift, come back down. Let's come up to a standing position just to take a break. So as we go into our power step, this one can be a little bit more challenging, okay? So from any position, the step is going to be forward. So I want you to remember this, okay? So the step is going to be forward. So the knees are going to bend and the step is going to come forward to the side of the chair. The option to lift the arm here or here is yours, as long as you feel safe. Okay, that was a little slippery, if you didn't notice. Ready? Let's do it again. So we step forward and back. Step forward and back. It's a big step out to the side of the chair, so it's almost like you're making a V. Big step out, come back. Big step out, come back. Let's do two more. And back, one more. Big lift, and come back. Now I'm going to stay here for a second. I want you to look at my position. My neck is lifted, chin is parallel to the floor. Eyes are up, eye level. My weight is on my front foot. There's a big stretch in my hip flexor because my back leg is straight. I'm going to push off the front foot to come back here so that I can spring up to go here. Then I have this leg is straight with the stretch. This leg is taking the weight. I press into it to come back and lift. Okay? So that power step again is your transitions, right? We're going from this left to the right, and we're switching feet and switching weight. If you think about it, in your power step, everything is happening. We have the power up happening, the rotation, the weight transfer to the side, the twist, and the step. And then it has to come all back. Step, rotate, twist, down to lift back up again. So as you see how the exercises build upon one another, we start by building them, and then the last one, that power step, really has all of those components in them. So let's get down to the floor, okay? If you're not feeling that you want to do that today, I'm going to have you stay where you are at your chair, or maybe make a different position and go to the wall, because that just changes things. Not that it would be easier or harder, but it'll be different. It'll be something different. So definitely go to the wall or make some sort of a change, okay? Now, I don't think that we're going to get to the weights, so I'm going to put mine away. And hopefully we'll get there next week. But the most important thing is that you learn. It's It's not about, you know, whether or not did I get a good workout in today, did I not? You know, if you're learning and you're taking the information in, and then you're working to apply it in the days to come, that's so important. That means you're retaining the information, you're working on application of it, and there's so much more to be valued there than just getting through the workout itself, right? It's really about where am I going to take this? How's it going to help me down the road every day in my everyday life? How am I going to apply this to my movement quality when I'm out with friends or when I'm out at a restaurant and those kinds of things, or how it really makes a big difference. Okay, so let's go down to the floor. Again, I'm going to get my pillow, put it right here to protect my knees, and I go one knee at a time, and then I slowly inch back, and I'm going to come to lying on my belly by bringing my elbows down first, walking my knees down, slowly lowering my hips. Now, one of the hardest parts of this is where your elbow placement is. So your elbow should be directly under your shoulder so that you have a 90-degree line. I'll try to turn. Hold on so you can see me better. I thought that was going to be a good angle, but it didn't look like it was. I think that this is going to be a better angle. You'll be able to see. Yeah, there we go. Elbow directly under the shoulder. Now, we're going to let those elbows come out to the side, and the body's going to come down. Our hands are going to come right on the top of our fingertips. Palms are down. Now, I want you to just lift your head up and lower it. Now, I want you to think about babies. When babies are little, this is one of the first things that they do. They start to build muscle in the back of their neck and head just to lift their head up and see what's going around. Right? So this time you're going to lift your head. You're going to push on your hands. Try to get your elbows to come back underneath of your shoulders. And then let's do it again. Now the goal is to get it in one movement. And if you want to watch a couple times, you can. I find it very helpful if I watch a few times, and then I can understand the movement better by seeing and doing. Lift the head. Push on the hands, rotate the elbows, lift the chest, and then come back down again. Now again, this is your power up and down. Push on your hands, power up and down. Squeeze your glutes, it'll help you. Power up and down. One more time. Power up and hold. Now from here, you're going to rock side to side, and you're going to reach forward just like you did before. Now, if you're at the wall, you're reaching up in front of you or above you. If you're over your chair, you're doing the same thing. You're reaching over the back of the chair. One more. And excellent. All right, from here, power twist is very similar to what it was before. So the hard part of this is getting up. So inch your elbows back. When your elbows aren't underneath of your shoulders, that makes it difficult. This movement here, often what happens is people don't bring the elbow back underneath the shoulder. And then slowly they go down a little by little. Did that happen to anybody? Probably. That's okay. We learn. Remember I told you? We learn. It's all about learning. So if you have that issue, take that arm out and bring it back under your shoulder before you release the other one. Even if you have to slide it back a couple times, okay? All right, power twist. You're going to push up on the hips here. Let your butt go back and then come back down. This is not easy. I'm challenging you with this move. Ready? Lift your hips up, shift your weight back, let your elbows soften into the ground, feel a stretch in your back, and hips come back down. Let's do two more. Lift up, push your hips back, and exhale down. One more time. Bring your hips back this time, walk your arms up, all fours. All right, so now you can either come back to your chair, or you can stay here. You're going to take your left arm out, and it's going to go under and a twist. Same movement, different foundation position. Okay, let's do 3 more of these to get 8 in on each side. And 1 more. And up. Let's switch. Taking that arm out to the side. Let's say 8 things with the letter C. Here we go. Cottage. Cow. Cream. Cat. Church. Children. Chocolate. Clock. And bring it back. Nicely done. So I'm going to give you a couple options here because this power step can be tough on the floor. Couple hints. If your heels are pointing to the outside or they're falling to the inside, it's a good indication you're going to have trouble getting the leg up. You want your heels to be facing straight up to the ceiling so that as you lift the foot, it doesn't get caught here or dragging this way in, okay? So the shift back has to happen, whether you're here or here. All right, because that lift up in the leg to the corner is a big step. And if the heel isn't in the right position, you're gonna have trouble every time getting that leg forward. Shift back, step, shift back and step. Shift back and step, shift back and step. Let's do 2 more. And now if your hands were here, that's what even makes it harder because of stretching flexibility range of motion. So I usually bring everybody to the chair. And last one, let's hold. So here, it's about getting up, okay? So put your foot in the position where you feel that you're going to be able to lean forward. Tuck your back toe. Press into this leg here and lift. Bring that foot in. Slowly come up. Make sure you're not dizzy or lightheaded. And turn around. So there was your power moves from the floor position in a prone position, lying on our bellies. And we've worked from all the different positions, whether it be seated or standing, kneeling, or hinged forward. We worked on it from a lying position on our backs, and also sitting all the way back in the chair. So I think that we have a lot of things to explore next week when we're together. And I hope that the last 3 weeks have been very informative and helpful for you. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or the Parkinson Foundation to ask any questions that you may have. I want to thank you for joining us again at the Parkinson Foundation PD Health at Home Fitness Fridays video series. For more information about Parkinson's fitness as a prescription for exercise for people with Parkinson's, please visit www.parkinson.org. That's PARKINSON.org/exercise. Until we meet again, I hope I'll see you next week, and I hope that you had a great workout today. Have a good weekend.